Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy. We get to crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, the interior of that defensive line holds the point and allows the rest of the defense to rally to the football to bring up this third down.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he finds the running back in the flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even a second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So, second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Commodores line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And there's the handoff. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
Finds an open target on the left side. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Oh, just outstanding Outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Returner decides to field it. Moving right through the contacts. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Stop the pass!
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's running out of time here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Going to try to use his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from the 16. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to throw it deep. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He sort of brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker. Penalty markers are down. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the move, looking deep. And he's got it. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here?
The return is tackled down at the 20. And the Louisiana Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down coming up.
The game makes it second and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pressure is coming. The pass is off target again. Clean as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Vanderbilt's offense has back out onto the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And looking for a big play here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, He can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
And if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Louisiana Tech 21, Vanderbilt 14.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Here comes a handoff. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this defense is holding on for dear life. They stop him just short of the goal line, and now we've got a 4th and goal. Late in the game, offense against defense. Can the defense step up one more time, get a stop, and hold on to a victory?
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Complete to the running back. Can he get 1st down yardage? Oh, and he did not make it. A big 4th down stop, a chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense operating from the pistol. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
He's brought down at the 18. Brings up 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They're going to throw it on third and very long. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Set up now for the extra point draw. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ncaa offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
That's a first down for the offense.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Louisiana Tech, 28. Vanderbilt, 21.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they get the completion. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to 41.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Oh, so close to executing here on the 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down in possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back onto the field.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on 4th down. Breaking free at the 35. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Woo-hoo, what a job by this offense. Risky call on fourth down, but they come up with the conversion. And as an offense, you got to feel a lot better after that one. Soon they can think about putting this one away. And a few more runs like this on early downs will help their cause.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
And the quarterback just kneels down. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now for the conference championship in tow. It's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.